Hello children, welcome to another session of EVS class of grade 4. So this class you are going to see block 3 social science discoveries in the past. So the aim of this class is to explain how early humans observed nature and how it helped in origin of calendar, discovery of metals and science. The keywords you are going to see are calendar, discovered, metals, alloy and Ayurveda. So here you can see one picture. Can you write down any three things that you see in this plant? How did you find them? Can you all write? So some of the things or features of the plant are that it is in green in color, it has leaves and it has a stem and roots. And we found these features by looking carefully at this plant. In other words, I can tell that we have observed the plant carefully. So you are observing and then you are able to write down the findings. So now we will learn about how the early people observed nature to make their lives easier. So the early humans observed the rainfall patterns which helped in growing plants and crops. They observed environment around them which helped them to know what could be eaten as food and which plants could be used for their healing or medicinal qualities. They discovered ginger that could help to cure some illness. They looked for ideas and solutions in the environment to make their lives easier. Here is one question. Early humans made wheels which helped them to carry heavy loads. So what do you think? They must have observed in nature to get this idea. What do you think? So they may have seen a wooden log or some rocks which rolling in their environment. So they must have realized that a round object that rolls and can be used to carry heavy loads. In that way they might identify and then they made the wheels according to that. Now let me ask you another question. What do you think? Why we are using a calendar? And whether it is helping us or not? Yeah, we use a calendar to find out when some particular events will occur. It helps us to know about the different events, holidays and festivals well in advance and make plans. So early humans also made a calendar. So the early humans wanted to make a calendar to track when the rains would come every year. So this would help them to know when to plant crops. And they used the positions of the moon to make a calendar. And this calendar failed because the cycle of the moon did not show accurate days in a year. Therefore, seasons occurred at different times of the year and did not take place as per the calendar. Egyptians, they made another calendar based on the flooding of the river Nile and by observing a particular star called Sirius in the sky. So Egyptians also made another calendar and they realized that Nile floods every year at the same time when this star appears in the sky. So according to that, they made the calendar. Why is the 365-day calendar based on the movement of Earth around the sun? What do you think? Because the time taken by Earth to move around sun is fixed and does not change. This is why this way the seasons came in the same months year after year. So because of this reason, the 365-day calendar is based on the movement of Earth around the sun. Here you can see some metals, right? What are these things? The first one is a copper utensil, and second one is a gold ring, and the third one is an iron nail, and fourth one is a bronze medal. So what kind of materials do you think have been used to make these objects? Yes. So these rings have been made by using different types of hard and shiny materials called metals. So now we will learn how these metals were discovered and used by the early humans. So the gold and copper were the first metals to be discovered. After that, in some parts of the world, people discovered tin. Gold was considered as a precious metal and was used to make jewelry. Copper was the first metal used to make tools, and they used the alloy bronze to make statues and pots. Iron was used to make tools because it is a strong metal. Now, how do you think the discovery of metals has affected us negatively? Yes, humans have used metals to make different types of weapons, such as swords and guns, so which can be used to harm each other. So in that way, if you're thinking, the discovery of metals has affected us negatively, but it has some other uses as well, right? Now we'll come to science and ancient India. So let me ask you one question. Do you usually go to a doctor to treat cold and cough? What can you do at home to cure it? So usually we do not go to a doctor to get medicine for cold and cough, right? We may eat some ginger or honey to cure it, like in the home itself we will try, and if it's becoming serious then we'll go to the doctor. So now we'll see what are the contributions of some people and the systems of ancient India in medicine and science. So here it is talking about Sushruda's contribution and Aryabhata's contribution to science and about the system of Ayurveda. So what is their contribution to science? So Sushruda's contribution contributed by writing a book on the different methods he used for operating eye and nose surgeries. And Aryabhata, he wrote a book on mathematics and astronomy. And Ayurveda provides knowledge of medicines made by using plants. So in this way, Sushruta, Aryabhata and Ayurveda contributed to science. So how do you think the ancient Indian discoveries in the field of science, mathematics and medicine are still useful today? So you already know that we still use the number 0, which is discovered by Aryabhata. the natural Ayurveda medicines have become popular again in the last few years. So in that way, if you're thinking, the ancient Indian discoveries in the field of science, mathematics and medicines are still useful today. So I hope you understood. By observing our environment, how the early humans getting the ideas, like in the field of origin of calendar, discovery of metals and science and ancient India. I will come up with another video in my next class. Thank you.